Hey, welcome everybody. Tony Porter, Tabletop Baseball Digest, and we are in 1973, and it's Game 6 of the 73 World Series between the Mets and the A's. The A's lead it 3-2. We are in Game 6 back in Oakland, Alameda County Coliseum. And on the mound for the world champion Oakland A's is Jim Catfish Hunter. For the Mets, it is their ace, Tom the franchise Seaver. And here in the top of the first inning, it is Catfish Hunter from third to first. For the world champion Athletics is Sal Bando, Campy, Green, and Darren Johnson. Behind the plate is Gene Tennis. In the outfield from left to right, it's Joe Rudy, Vic Davalillo, and Reggie Jackson. Wayne Garrett is at the plate. We're going to see Garrett, Mian, and Staub, followed by Jones, Milner, Grody, Hahn, Harrelson, and Seaver. And here's the first pitch of the ball game. Let's play ball. So we are going to change dice colors. And let's see, I'd like a red D6. See if I have that available somewhere. Yeah, we're going to use this one here. A red D6 and a kind of bone color off-white, and that's how we're going to do it. So red for the pitcher and the white black pips for the batter. All right, so it is a snake eyes. So we're going to have to pull a card, and we have to find those cards. Oh, wait, here they are. And we're using the old classic cards. We're going to pull a card and look at the picture, and it's the batter, so it's off the batter, and that's a 1-1. That's a deep drive to right field. Way back goes Jackson to the track, to the wall, and it's gone! Home run. 1-0. Wayne Garrett blasts one here to start the game. All right. Mets are up 1-0. Mets trail the series 3-2. Next up is Felix Mian. He's choking up about 8 inches on the bat. And the pitch, it's a 6-4. That'll be off the pitcher, a 10. And that's a swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he is not easy to strike out. So Hunter gets the best of Felix Mian, who's a pure contact hitter. And next up is Rusty Staub, the left-hander. And the pitch from Catfish is a 7. That'll be take a gamble. So we're going to pull a card, and it's going to say with nobody on, it's a drive in the gap. And if the second baseman for the A's is a star second baseman, he will make the play. I don't know what Green is. And Green is not a star, so that's by him. And into the gap, that's going to go all the way to the wall. Digging for second is Staub, and the throw from Jackson is not in time. It's a double. It's a 1-out double here for Rusty Staub. So the Mets hitting the ball hard here to start Game 6 in Oakland. Here is the hammer, Joe. Actually, it's Cleon Jones. Where is Cleon Jones? Yes, Cleon Jones. I just flipped him over. And here's the pitch from Catfish. It's a 5, and that's a line fly out to left field. Joe Rudy's right there, and holding will be Staub at second. Here comes the hammer, John Milner, batting from the left side, power hitter for the Mets. A 239 hitter. Catfish with the sign from Tennis. He sets and deals. And that is an 8, and that's going to be chopped to the second baseman, Green, who plays it over to first in time, and that retires the side. The Mets lead at 1-0 as the Oakland Athletics come to bat. Okay, we're here in the top of the fourth. The game is tied at 1 apiece, and it's Cleon Jones leading off against Jim Catfish Hunter. The pitch, and that is going to be off the batter. Is it the same side? They both are right-handers. That's a swing and a miss. Struck out Jones. Cleon Jones chases a slider in the dirt from Jim Catfish Hunter. Here is John the Hammer Milner. Here's the pitch, and that's a 55. And that may be trouble. Let's see. Let's pull a card and see what the silhouette says. It is off the batter. That's a drive in the gap. That's going to split the outfielders and roll to the wall. A double for John Milner here with one out puts a runner in scoring position in Game 6 of our 1973 World Series replay using Time Travel Baseball. Check out their Facebook group. Very, very exciting. Very, very motivated and inspired group of guys who love the game deeply, and there's so much free stuff on that site. So join that Facebook group called Time Travel Baseball. Here's Jerry Grody now with a runner at second base and one out, and Jim Catfish Hunter gets the sign from Gene Tennis. And the pitch, and that's going to be a 7, but off the batter card. That's a high fly ball to center field. Playing it safe will be John Milner, the hammer. And here's Don Hahn. He's a right-handed hitter. He's 0 for 1 today. And the pitch from Hunter, 2 outs, and that's going to be a 6 off the pitcher. That's a sharply hit ground ball to Campaneris over to first, and in time, Darren Johnson with a nice scoop at first base. And that brings up the Oakland Athletics. Leading off is Sal Bando. On deck is Jackson, and then it's Gene Tennis in the hole. Here is Sal Bando facing Tom Terrific. And Terrific, Mets infield is Garrett from left to right, is Garrett, Harrelson, Mian, and Milner. Behind the plate is Grody. In the outfield, it's Cleon Jones, Don Hahn in center, and Rusty Staub in right. Here's the pitch. It's a 55. We're going to have to pull a card. Look at the silhouette. And I have the classic cards, as you can see. And that's the batter. It's going to be off the batter. A 55 is ball 4. Plus, there's a plus sign. There he goes. The throw down from Grody. Not in time. A steal for Sal Bando. So the A's, with nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th, have a man in scoring position. It's a 1-1 tie. The Mets, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 3 left on base. The A's, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Here's Reggie Jackson. The pitch, and that is a 5 off the batter, and that's a check swing, and that's a little blooper. That's going to fall in. Will Bando score on what is called a short single with one base advancement? So he will pull up. Had to wait to see if it was going to be caught. So that's going to be first and third, and up comes Gene Tennis. The A's are the world, basically they are the dynasty. They've won World Series in they reached the playoffs in 71, won in 72, so they are the defending world champs. And here is Gene Tennis against Tom Terrific. The pitch, the infield is back, a 33. Let's see who it's off of. It's either a high fly out or a single. It is off the batter. That's a base hit. Run will score. And that's 33 is going to be a single. What is that? What happens with the runner on first on a single? Moves to second. Faster, daring Jackson. Is Jackson faster, daring? He is fast. He will hustle over to third base. So that puts runners on first and third. And the A's have taken the lead 2-1. So we got first and third, and it's Vic Davalillo. So a big single for Gene Tennis. And Vic Davalillo, they made me this card. I reached out to the Facebook group, and they did a great job and made me a quick card. I needed Vic Davalillo for this team because he did appear in this 1973 World Series. And Tom Seaver gets the sign from Grody. The Mets are looking for the double play. Here's the pitch, and that is a 9 off the pitcher card. An infield pop-up. And it is Bud Harrelson, the outfield grass, with Don Hahn coming in hard, but Harrelson's calling for it, and he makes that play. He looks back, the runner at third, Jackson. So Davalillo flies out, and here is Darren Johnson. Darren Johnson is a right-handed hitter. Tom Seaver gets the sign from Grody. He sets and deals. Let's see what happens, and that's going to be a 5 off the batter card. That's ball 4, so Seaver walks him, and that loads the bases. So Seaver here is in a rough spot with 2 outs. Oh, with 1 out. Holy smokes. 1 out, and it's Dick Green, the second baseman. A good fielding second baseman with a 3. And Tom Seaver has his hands full here. So there is some pressure. Let's see what happens. Seaver with the Mets again. They're looking for that double play. Want to prevent a big inning. Here's the pitch, and we need a 55. That's not what the doctor ordered for the Mets. It's going to be it's the Silhouette is the pitcher, so that will be a 5-5 is a pop fly double. That's going to score 2 runs. Holy smokes! And they get to Seaver here in the bottom of the 4th. That's going to bring in 2 more runs, and the A's will be up 4-1. Pop fly double. Yep. So that's 2. Everybody moves up 2 bases, and 2 runs score. And that puts runners on 2nd and 3rd with the pitcher coming up. Catfish Hunter. And Tom Seaver is down now in this game, 4-1. This is the Mets have their backs against the wall. Game 6, they are down 3-2. Let's see what happens. Here's the pitch to Tom Terrific, and that is a 9 off the pitcher card, and that's an infield pop-up. So Catfish pops it up, and that will be Harrelson calling for it. And everybody holds on that. So it's the top of the order now. Bert Campaneris. Campaneris with runners on 2nd and 3rd. Seaver gets the sign from Grody. And the pitch from Terrific. That is a 7, but off the batter card. And that's a high fly. Center field. Don Hahn. He's calling for it. Under it. Squeezes it. And that retires the side. But the damage has been done. And the A's take a 4-1 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. And up comes the Mets in the top of the 5th. Catfish Hunter on the mound for the A's. It's going to be Bud Harrelson leading it off for the Amazings. We'll see what happens. Top of the 7th. Scores 4-2. Athletics. It is Catfish Hunter versus Don Hahn. It's Hahn, Harrelson, and Seaver, the pitch. And that is a 7 off the batter card. That's a high fly left center field. It's Rudy and Davalillo. And Rudy calls him off. He makes the catch, 1 away. Jim Catfish Hunter's allowed a stingy 5 hits and 2 runs here in 6th and 3rd innings. Here is Bud Harrelson, the switch hitter, batting from the left side. Those are doubles, and we're going to pull a card. The Silhouette shows a pitcher. It is a pitcher, so that's a 5-5, and that's a ground ball, and that's through the right side for a base hit single for Buddy Harrelson. He's on at first. And up comes Tom Terrific. Do we pinch hit here for Tom? We're going to let him swing away. Yes, we are. Here's the pitch. And that, oh my goodness. Tom Terrific with a 6-6. And we're going to have to pull a card to see the Silhouette. A gamble card. And that is a pitcher. So a 6-6 off the pitcher. It's a pop fly double. And that will pop fly double, runners advance 2 bases. There's only 1 out, so stopping at 3rd base will be Harrelson, and Seaver picks up a double to help his own cause. Here comes Wayne Garrett with runners on 2nd and 3rd. And Catfish Hunter gets the sign from Tennis. Here's the pitch. The tying run is at 2nd base. And that is a 6 off the batter card, a sharp ground ball. Let's see if runners advance on this. A sharp ground ball. Batter is out, double play. Head most advanced force. Runners out of runners advance 1 base. Okay, so runners will advance. It's going to be a 6-3. And scoring will be Harrelson. Stopping at 2nd and holding at 2nd is Tom Terrific. And that brings up Felix Millan. So Catfish Hunter gets the sign from Gene Tennis, and he's ready. 2 outs, 4-3. Mets have come within 1 run here in the top of the 7th inning. And the pitch, and that's going to be a 7, a gamble. Take a gamble. Uh-oh, this is trouble for the A's. Let's see what happens with a runner at 2nd base. A single to center field. A daring center fielder risks a sliding catch, but the ball evades him for a triple. Let's see if the center fielder Davalillo is a daring center fielder. And Davalillo, where is Davalillo? And he is not a daring center fielder. He is not a daring center fielder. So it's only going to be a single. It's going to be a single to center. Oh boy, it doesn't say if he scores or not. So, well, it's a single to center. Let's see what this chart says. Single to center. Faster daring runner takes third. Other runners score. Okay, so single runner on first moves to second. Faster daring runner takes third. Other runners score. So they're waving Seaver around, and the throw will get cut off. No chance to get Seaver. With 2 outs, he was running on contact, and the tying run scores. The Mets have tied it up. They have tied up Game 6, 4-4 here in the top of the 7th. A big, big clutch hit by Felix Millan. Rusty Staub now steps in the box. And here's the pitch from Catfish Hunter. And that is going to be a 6 off the batter card. A sharp ground ball to the right side. And that's Green in the hole. And he sets his feet and throws over to first to retire the side. The Mets tied up, so we got a heck of a game going here. It's the bottom of the 7th. Tom Terrific comes back out. And Tom, with a double, helped his own cause, scored the tying run. It's going to be Dick Green, Catfish Hunter, and then the top of the order, Campy Campaneris. Here's the pitch from Seaver, and that's a 66. It's either a single or a double. Let's see who it comes off of. Let's pull the card. And that's going to be off the pitcher, and that's a little blooper, and it drops in over the head of Bud Harrelson for a single. So the go-ahead run is on at first. And Catfish Hunter is going to square. He's going to try to bunt. Let's see what happens. We're rolling 2 dice on the bunt. Let's see what kind of bunter. It doesn't say anything about pitcher card. Nothing about a bunter. Okay, so it's an 8 on the sacrifice, and that's going to be a catcher calls a pitch out. Note 2, head runner is forced to steal. He is daring. So Green is not daring. He's going to get thrown out, I believe. Not easy to bunt in this game. Daring runner is safe. Other runner is advanced 1 base. He is out. So they throw down and they get a Green. So that's a caught stealing. Tagged out 2-6. Actually 2-4. 2-4 because the runner is a righty. And up is Catfish Hunter. We're letting him bat. That is a 5 off the batter card. And that's going to be a ground ball, and that's through up the middle past the diving Millan, and Hunter's on at first. Next up is Bert Campaneris. Here's the pitch, and that is a 5, a base hit. And a single tells us that the runner moves to second. He will stop at second. So we got runners on first and second here for the A's against Seaver in the bottom of the 7th inning. Next up is Joe Rudy. Here's the pitch by Seaver, and it's a 6 off the sharp ground ball. That's the second baseman to Millan, who flips to Harrelson over to first and in time. A 4-6-3 double play. So the Mets get out of trouble with a big double play. Sharp ground ball. And that retires the side. Up comes Cleon Jones here in the top of the 8th. Both starting pitchers are still in there. It's a 4-4 game. 4-8-0 and 5 left on base for the Mets. 4-8-0 and 4 left on base for the Athletics. Mets have their backs against the wall. They need to win this game. Here's Cleon Jones. He leads off against Jim Catfish Hunter. He's 0 for 3 today. A flyout on 2 Ks. Here's the pitch. And that is a 10 off the batter card. And that's a base hit, line drive, base hit for Jones. Unless he's the same side, and he is. And he swings and misses. And that's a strikeout. So that's the splits results. And Catfish gets the best of Jones. It looked like a hit, but it went foul. And the next pitch was a strikeout. Here is John Milner. And that's a 7, a high fly ball, right field. Reggie Jackson backs up a couple of steps. He's under it and squeezes it for out number 2. Next up, Jerry Grody. And Grody against Catfish. He gets the sign from Gene Tennis, winds and deals. And the pitch, it's a 4-4. We're going to pull a card and look at the silhouette. That is the pitcher, and a 4-4 swings and misses, strike 3, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Tom Seaver's still in there, pushing both starters to the max. 4-4 tie. Sal Bando leads off. Here's Seaver with the pitch, and that's a 6 off the batter card. A sharp ground ball to the third baseman. Garrett up with it, fires the first in time. 1 down. Reggie Jackson. Jackson has the power with 1 swing. He could put the A's up. Let's see what happens, and that's an 8 off the pitcher card, and that's a swing and a miss. Struck him out with the heat. Seaver reached back for a little extra and blew it by Reggie Jackson. Here is Gene Tennis now with 2 out and nobody on. The pitch from Seaver, and that's going to be a 6 off the pitcher card, and that's a sharply hit ground ball. Again, pulled down the line. Wayne Garrett is right there, backhands it, fires the first, and in time to retire the side. Mets come up here in the top of the 9th. Jim Catfish Hunter still on the mound. Both aces getting pushed to their limits. Here is Don Hahn leading off. He's a right-handed hitter. He's 0 for 3 today. A fly out, a ground out, and a fly out. Here's the pitch. And that is a 4 off the batter card. And that's ball 4. He walks. That puts the go-ahead run on base. Buddy Harrelson, who's a fine bunter. He will bunt. Squares. And that's a 3 bunter. And let's see what happens with that 3. That's a sacrifice. A fine bunter will walk. Ball 4. So Harrelson pulls back the bat and gets a ball, and he walks. That puts nobody out and runners on first and second. An amazing play by Bud Harrelson. What an eye. Recognized that ball was not going to be a strike and pulled back the bat, and Gene Tennis is not happy with that call by the umpire. He believes that he tried to bunt that ball. And here comes Tom Seaver, and Tom Seaver, we're going to look for a fine bunter and bring up, see what we can do here. See if there's a fine bunter on the Mets. We need to bunt up. We need to bunt both these base runners up. Fine bunters, Ted Martinez. Ted Martinez will pinch hit for Tom Terrific. I don't think I even have him written in yet. No, I don't. So I'm going to add him. So it's Ted Martinez. And he is a right-handed hitter, and he will square. Here's the pitch. Here's the pitch from Hunter. And Martinez squares the bunt, and it's going to be a 7. And a 7 is the same as a chop ground out. Consult runner reaction. Where's runner reaction? Oh, I don't know where that is. Consult runner reaction. Oh, it says, wait a second. It just explained it. Same as a chop ground out. So all right, so a chopper will be a chop ground out. Batter reaches first base on a fielder's choice. Head runner is out. So we're going to, the problem with this, so if he's a righty, we're going to say that, righty is going to go to, we're going to go to third on a righty. So we're going to throw to third and get Don Hahn out. It's going to be chopper to the pitcher, and he goes to third, and it's a 1-5. Hold on a second. I got to take care of my buddy out here. He wants some attention. So let me try to at least get this in before I go and deal with him. Wait a second. Let's see. Oh, man. It's fielder's choice. Okay, so it's going to be a 1-5, and the runner at third is out on the force out, and that's all they'll get. So runners on first and second, and 1 out for Wayne Garrett against Catfish Hunter. We're going to put this on hold for 1 second. All right, we are back, and it's Hunter on the mound. Runners on first and second with one out here in the top of the ninth. The score is 4-4. Ted Martinez is at first, Bud Harrelson at second, and it's Wayne Garrett. Oh, wait a second. Okay, yeah, it was a pinch hitter, Ted Martinez, and here is the pitch to Wayne Garrett, and that's going to be a 7, but off the batter card, that's going to be a high flyout. And a high flyout means runner hold, careless, defense permits, runner nope. So there's no careless. So that's a high fly ball, center field. Vic Davalillo's there. And not deep enough for Bud Harrelson to tag. So he will hold up. So there's 2 outs now. The Mets had a big opportunity with 2 men on and nobody out, and it seems that they're choking here a little bit. And here is Felix Millan, who had the big hit to drive in Seaver in the top of the 7th inning and tie the ball game. Here's the pitch, and that is a 4-4, but that's going to be a strikeout on both sides. Swing and a miss, and Felix Millan, who never strikes out twice in this game. We got to change that on Felix's card. I don't think he had very many strikeouts, but all right. Vic Davalillo is going to lead off, and it is not Tom Seaver anymore. Score is tied 4-4. The Mets leave 2 men on in the top of the 9th. So the Mets are with their backs against the wall. Tom Seaver's not on the mound for them right now. Let's see who we're going to call. We're going to call on Tug McGraw. You got to believe. 1973. So McGraw, he is their ace out of the bullpen. And he is a left-hander facing the left-hander Davalillo, so we will get a pinch hitter. Going to get a pinch hitter. It's going to be, who's it going to be? Who are we going to call? Ghostbusters. It's going to be not Mike Keegan, not Bill North, Rich McKinney, Kubiak. Jesus Alou is going to pinch hit. He's a right-hander. So Alou. So Vic Davalillo gets called back, and Alou's coming out. And here, let's write him in. There he is, Jesus Alou. Here's the pitch by McGraw. And that is a 3-3. Let's pull a card. So it's either a deep fly ball or a short single. It is the pitcher. So it's a deep fly ball. Center field backing up is Hahn to the track and makes the catch. 1 away. Next up, Darren Johnson, the righty, the pitch from McGraw. It's a 7 off the batter card. That's a high fly. Left center field. On the run is Jones, and he catches up to it. What a catch by Cleon Jones. 2 away. And up comes Dick Green. Let's add his first name because all I have is Green. Okay, so he bats from the right side, and Tug McGraw gets the sign from Grody. He's ready, and the pitch, and that is a 7, a gamble. Take a gamble off the pitcher card. Let's pull a card, and let's see what happens. If unreasonably hot or steamy today, players are drenched in slippery wet, cancel all-star fielding. Nope, it's not that. So that's going to be, we don't know what that's going to be. So we're going to not pull another card. We're going to roll again, I guess. And that's going to be a 3 off the batter card. And that's going to be a line drive base hit. 2-out single for Dick Green. He stands at first base. And it is Jim Catfish Hunter. And we are going to bring in a pinch hitter. Who is it going to be? It's going to be Ted Kubiak, a switch hitter. So Kubiak will pinch hit, and that's it for Catfish Hunter. And Kubiak isn't even in the, okay. Oh, wait, I could call on Mangual. Let me call on Mangual, Angel Mangual. Let's see if we can find him somewhere. I don't know if I can. Oh, where he is. He's disappeared. See if he's sitting with the Mets in the Mets dugout. Nope. So I don't have Mangual. I don't know what happened to him. That's weird. Well, he's got to be somewhere. I'm looking around. Don't see him on my desk anywhere. But there's a lot of stuff on my desk, a lot of different cards from a lot of different games. Don't see him anywhere. One of my favorite games right now is Field Day Baseball. Wow, what a great game. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to get a couple more seasons. Let's see. This is not it, is it? No. That's not it. Here are the A's. Let's try it again. Oh, there he is. All right, found him. So no Kubiak. Kubiak was headed out, but they called him right back, and it's going to be Mangual. Kubiak can play a lot of infield positions, so we're going to hold on to him. So Mangual's on there with Dick Green at first, and here's the pitch from McGraw, and that's going to be a 55, and it's either a wild pitch or a walk. Depends on what the silhouette says, what the drawing says. And that's going to be, oh, I pulled two cards, so we're going to pull this one here. And that's going to be the pitcher, and that's going to be a wild pitch. So Dick Green hustles over to second base on that ball that goes to the backstop, past Grody. So Tug McGraw spikes one, and Angel Mangual with the winning run at second base. And here's the pitch from McGraw, and that's going to be a 9 off the pitcher card. Infield pop-up to the right side. John Milner, he's there under it, makes the catch, and that retires the side. Oh, that was a close one for the Mets. So Davilia's out, and in his spot, we will send Alou to right field, and we will put Reggie. We will put Reggie in center field. So Alou goes to right, and Reggie will go to center field. They will switch. All right, and Catfish Hunter's not there anymore. We're going to call on Raleigh Fingers. Raleigh Fingers comes in. So he's gone, and it's Raleigh Fingers who will be facing. He will be the sub. He will be facing Rusty Staub here in the top of the 10th inning. Free baseball, guys. Free baseball. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be an 11 off the batter card, and that's ball 4, so Rusty walks. He's on at first. Next up is Cleon Jones. Raleigh Fingers looks over at Staub, not going anywhere. Here's the pitch, and that is a 9, and it's a hard ground ball. Will this be a double play? Hard ground ball. Says batter is out, runner advance, one alert. Defense retires a 3 from first base, second base for double play. So that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. Great play by Campaneris. And that retired. Well, that's 2 outs. And erases the walk. And here is John Milner, the hammer. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 7. But off the batter, high fly, right field. Backing up is who's out there? That was Alou, and he's under it. Makes the catch, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. This is an elimination game for the Mets. It's Tug McGraw will be facing Campaneris, and he's ready. And the pitch is going to be a 7 off the batter card, and that's a high fly, left field. Jones over near the line makes the catch, 1 away. Joe Rudy's next. And the pitch, it's a 7 with a high fly ball, center field this time, and it's Don Hahn under it, makes the catch, 2 away. And here's Sal Bando, good power. Pitch from McGraw is a 7. That's going to be a gamble card with nobody on. And with nobody on, that's a routine fly ball. That falls for a short single. If the right fielder or second baseman is a 3, put out is made. I believe that, let's see what Rusty is or what Mian is. Mian is a 3, makes a diving catch in right center field. Mian comes up with it. What a catch. Felix Mian came out of nowhere, dove for that ball, and was able to hold on as he rolled over a couple of times. And Rusty helps him up. So the Mets are coming to bat here in the top of the 11th, all tied at 4. It's 4 9-0 for the A's, 4-8-0 for the Mets. Raleigh Fingers on the mound. Jerry Grody, the pitch, and that's a 9 off the batter card. That's a hard ground ball to the shortstop, Campaneris. He's up with it, fires the first in time, 1 away. Don Hahn. Raleigh Fingers gets the sign, winds and deals, and that's an 8 off the swing and a miss, struck him out. Buddy Harrelson, 2 out, nobody on. Pitch from Fingers. It's a 5 off the batter card, and that's a ground ball and through for a base hit. So Harrelson is on past the diving Campaneris. Reggie Jackson throws it in. Bud Harrelson on at first with 2 outs. And it is Tug McGraw, but we're going to bring in a pinch hitter. And it's going to be, who's it going to be? Do we have, Mike Hegan. Mike Hegan, the lefty, will pinch hit for the Mets. Mike Hegan, where is he? Mike Hegan. Mike Hegan is with the A's, excuse me. So he's not pinch hitting for the Mets. That makes no sense. No wonder I can't find him. All right, so let's hear the Mets. Okay. So we need a lefty in here. We got Ed Kranepool, we got Ron Hodges, we got Willie Mays. Who else we got? Duffy Dyer and for Jim Fregosi. So we're gonna go with. We are gonna go with a lefty. We got Hodges and we got Kranepool. It's gonna be Ed Kranepool. Gonna pinch hit. I don't see Kranepool either. Oh, there he is. Okay, so Kranepool will pinch hit. Runner at first. Raleigh Fingers gets the sign. 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and that is a 5. Deep fly ball, right center field. On the run is Jackson, and Jackson with a great running catch to end the inning. And here he comes to bat, leading off. So going to have a new pitcher. Going to see who it's going to be now for the Mets. This game is going along, bottom of the 11th. Time Travel Baseball. Check out the Facebook group. You'll really enjoy it. A lot of guys that love this game. Let's see who we're going to call on. Let's see who we got to pitch. Jim McAndrew, Buzz Capra. We're going to call on. That's what we got. Buzz Capra. He will come in to pitch. And he will be facing Reggie Jackson, righty against the lefty. Here's the pitch, and that is a 6 off the pitcher, a chopper to the right side. Mian, 1 away. Here's Gene Tennis. And that's a 9 off the pitcher card. And that's an infield fly. Left side, Garrett. He's under it, calling for it, makes the catch. 2 out. And his Jesus Alou. Why is he there? He shouldn't be there. That should be a loose spot. Alou should be in there. Jesus Alou is going to be there. Defensive sub. No. All right, Alou is there. Here's the pitch. And that's a... Oh, wait, that's not it. Hold on a second. And that's going to be a 5 off the pitcher card. And that's a deep fly ball to left center field. And Cleon Jones, backing up a few steps, makes the catch, and that retires the side. We're on the top of the 12th inning. And it's Raleigh Fingers versus Jerry Grody. The pitch, and that's an 8. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Felix Mian is next. Pitch from Fingers, and that's a 6 off the pitcher card, and that's a sharp ground ball to the shortstop Campaneris. Up with it, fires the first in time, 2 away. and Rusty Staub. And that's going to be a 32-5. And that's a ground ball, and that's through the right side for a base hit single. A 2-out single for Rusty Staub, and he's on at first base. Here's Cleon Jones. Fingers gets the sign from Tennis in the pitch, and 33, that's either a walk or a single. And it's a off the pitcher, so that will be a base hit single. Let's see, a single, reaches faster, daring runner takes third. He is not. He's none of those things, so he's going to stop at second. So the Mets have to go ahead run in scoring position, and up comes the hammer, John Milner. And the pitch, and that's going to be a 9 off the pitcher card, and that's an infield fly. Right side, first baseman Darren Johnson calling for it, and that retires the side. Bottom of the 12th. Buzz Capra in there, and that'll be it, probably most likely for Raleigh Fingers. Buzz Capra will face Darren Johnson. And the pitch, it is a 9 off the batter card. That's a hard ground ball to the third baseman, Garrett. He throws over to first, 1 down. Next up is Green, Dick Green, who's 3 for 4 today, a double and 2 singles and a strikeout. And here's the pitch, and that's an 8 off the pitcher card. A swing and a miss, and gets him with the curveball. And up comes a pinch hitter. So it's going to be a lefty. Let's see who we got. Mike Hegan will pinch hit. Where is Hegan? Let's see. Here he is. He will pinch hit. And here's the pitch. That is a 66. And a double or a single. It's going to be a drive in the gap, and that splits the outfielders and rolls to the wall. Digging for second is Hegan, and he is safe with a double. So he is in scoring position for Bert Campaneris. Campy facing Buzz Capra here with a runner in scoring position. Walk-off opportunity, that's going to be a 3, and off the pitcher card, that's ball 4. So runners on first and second for Joe Rudy. And here he has an opportunity to be the hero and win the 73 World Series for the A's. And here's the pitch from Capra, and that is a 7 off the batter card, a high fly, left center field. Jones and Hahn comes together, and it's Hahn who calls him off and makes the catch, and that retires the side. We go to the top of the 13th. Wow. And that's going to be it for Fingers. We're going to call on a lefty, and it's going to be Paul Lindblad. So Paul Lindblad will come in. And he is facing Jerry Grody with the pitch. And that is a 5 off the batter card. Ground ball and through for a base hit. So a leadoff single for Grody. We'll see a pinch runner. Who is it going to be for the Mets? A pinch run. It's going to be, oh man, I don't know who I have. I have Willie Mays will pinch run. So Willie Mays will pinch run. He's at first base. And we'll see what happens. Don Hahn now. We're going to try a hit and run. Here's the pitch, and there goes the runner. It's going to be a 6 for a hit and run. And hit and run. So we got to see what it is. It's a 6 off the pitcher. That's a sharp ground ball. So a sharp ground ball is a slow ground out. So it's going to be a slow ground out 2. He's a righty, so it's a shortstop. Moving to second will be Willie Mays. So it becomes a slow ground out. Slow ground out will be runners advance 1 base. Oh, if forced from base. Batter is out. Yeah, okay. Okay, so it's Bud Harrelson now. No, it's not Bud Harrelson. It is, wait a second. It is Bud Harrelson. Okay, Bud Harrelson's up. He is 2 for 4. A fly out, ground out, a single, a walk, and a single today. And the go-ahead run is at second base. And here's the pitch from Lindblad. It's going to be a 4-4. That's a swing and a miss. Struck him out for out number 2. And that brings up pinch hitter for it's going to be Ron Hodges. Pinch hitter for the pitcher, Buzz Cabra. Oh no, we want to bring up a righty. So let's see. I don't know who else I have here. Let me see who else do I have here that I can bring up. It's going to be Duffy Dyer. Duffy Dyer will pinch hit, and he'll stay in as the catcher. See what happens. Here's a big chance for Dyer to be a hero. Paul Lindblad. He's ready, sets and deals, and that's going to be a 9 off the pitcher card, and that's an infield fly. And Sal Bando under it makes the catch, and that retires the side. Holy smoke. So we're going to have Duffy Dyer. The thing with this, with iScore, it doesn't tell me anything. So I have to remember all the moves that I make. We need a new pitcher as well for the Mets, and who is that going to be? It's going to be Jim McAndrew. So McAndrew is going to pitch. McAndrew against Sal Bando. All right, and here goes. We are in the top of the we're in the top of the 14th inning, I believe. No, it's the bottom of the 13th inning, excuse me. The pitch from McAndrew. That's going to be a 3 off the batter card, and that's ball 4, so Bando walks on at first. Here's Reggie Jackson. Pitch from McAndrew, and a 7 off the batter card. A high fly ball right field. On the run is Staub, and Staub comes up with it. What a nice running catch by Rusty Staub. Stayed with that ball, slicing away from him, but he got the right angle on it, was able to chase it down. Good job by Rusty out there. Doesn't have the greatest of speed, but he can really read those balls well off the bat. Here's Gene Tennis with Sal Bando at first base, and 1 out here. Jim McAndrew with the pitch, and that is going to be a 10 off the batter card, and that's a short single unless they're the same side, and they are. Strike 3. Got him with the fastball. Swung over that pitch, and Jim McAndrew brought some heat. Here is Jesus Alou, the right fielder, the pitch, and that is a 7 off the pitcher card, and that's take a gamble. We are going to take a gamble. Let's see what happens with the runner on at first. And that's a single hammered off the third baseman's chest. If the third baseman or shortstop is a 3, ball is speedily recovered and he's thrown out. So let's see if Garrett is a 1, and Harrelson is a... So it hits off of Garrett's chest, and it rolls to Harrelson. He picks it up quickly, and he whips it to Mian at second base, and they get the force to get out of the inning. So it's a force play at second base. What a play by a heads-up play by Buddy Harrelson, who's a 3 shortstop. It's a 6-4 putout, and that ends the inning with that force. So Jesus Alou hit the ball hard, but off of the third baseman Wayne Garrett's chest, and it went on to... All right. Paul Lindblad is still in there, I believe. He will be, this is his last inning. He will be facing Wayne Garrett. Here's the pitch, and that is a 7 off the batter, and that's a high fly right field. Under it is Alou, and he makes the catch for out number 1. We are in the top of the 14th inning. Felix Mian is next with a 9, and that's a hard ground ball to the left side. Sal Bando fires to first, and in time. High throw, but nice stretch by Darren Johnson. And here's Rusty Staub. And the pitch, it's a 66. And a 66 is going to be a double regardless. So that's a drive and down the line into the corner, just past the outstretched glove of Alu, and hits off the base of the wall and ricochets over to Jackson. And Rusty Staub, a big turn around second base, will put on the brakes and he will stop at second base. Here is Cleon Jones with the go-ahead run at second base. Lindblad gets the sign from Tennis, 2 out, 1 on. Rusty gets his lead. He'll be running on contact. Here's the pitch, and that is 8 off the batter card, and that's a chopper. Right back to the mound. Paul Lindblad over to first, and that retires the side. Wow, what a crazy game this is. Darren Johnson will lead off here. Let's see what we got going. Jim McAndrew against Darren Johnson. And here's the pitch. And that is a 7 off the batter, and that's a high fly ball. Left center field. Right there is Jones, and 1 down. McAndrew winds and deals to Green. Dick Green, he was 3 for 5 today. A strikeout, a double, 2 singles, and another strikeout. And that's a 3 off his card, and that's going to be a line drive base hit, left center field. That's his 4th hit of the game. So little Dick Green is having the game of his life. So here we have to pinch hit again, and we're running out of pinch hitters. Let's see, we need... so it's going to be Conigliaro, Billy Conigliaro. Oh, we also have Kubiak. We have not used Kubiak. So Kubiak will pinch hit. And I don't even think I wrote him in. No, I did not write him in. Let's start. Let's look. Ted Kubiak. We did not write him in. Let's write him in. Ted Kubiak. Switch hitter. And Green is on at first. There's 1 out. We're going to try hit and run. And where is that? Hit and run. Let's do it. There goes the runner. That's a 61, a 7 rather. That's a gamble. So the flashcard result changed to first listed below. Hold on a second. What do we do with the gamble card? Okay, flashcard. Results only change if included in the list below. All right, well, let's pull a card. I'm not going to worry about that. Runner at first. It's going to be a wild pitch. If pitcher's HW potential, OW, 1W, 2W, foul, out to the catcher. So does he have? He does have a W. He has a 3W. I don't know what that means. Because here it says 1W or 2W, no 3W, so it's going to be a foul out. All right, so it's a foul out, no hit and run, and it's a fly ball catcher. Runner holds at first base, and here's Campaneris. All right, here's the pitch from McAndrew. I believe McAndrew's still pitching. I believe so. Not totally sure at this point. Cannot remember. Anyway, it's a 5-5, and that's a walk or a pop fly double, and this could be the game. So it depends who it's going to be off of, and that silhouette says it's off the batter, and that's going to be a ball 4. And I'm going to tend to my buddy out here calling me saying, hey, come out and play with me. So hold on. All right, we are back, and it is, let me set this up a little bit. All right, it is Joe Rudy. Runners on first and second. There's 2 outs. Jim McAndrew. on the mound for the Mets here in the bottom of the 14th inning. And here's the pitch. And that is a 5 off the pitcher's card, and that's a base hit single. This could be the game, my friends. And a single with 2 outs. It says, and they're waving home Dick Green with the winning run, and here comes the throw, and here is Green, and the slide, and the tag by Duffy, and he is safe, and the ball game is over. And the A's have won the 1973 World Series replay using time travel baseball. Wow, 14-inning affair, and it ends with Joe Rudy's single driving home Dick Green from second base. And that is all she wrote. Exciting game for sure. And a final score. Let's see if I can see the final score. The final score is 5. The A's 5 and the Mets 4. And the win is going to go to Paul Lindblad, who is the last pitcher for the A's. And the loss will go to Jim McAndrew. And that's all I can say. This is Tony Porter, Tabletop Baseball Digest. The final score is the A's 5, and this is Game 6 of the 73 World Series replay. For the A's, it's 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors, 10 left on base. For the Mets, it's 4 runs, 13 hits, no errors, 12 left on base. And that's it, guys. Joe Rudy wins it with a single with 2 outs in the bottom of the 14th inning. And thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe, and reach out. Let me know what you think. Take care now.